Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope that we can start. My name is Jan Čistek. I'm representing Jabra. I'm responsible for the channel within the CEE region. And today I will try to tell you something about the news in our portfolio, and as well as we see the changes with using AI in the communication. So just very few notes regarding the Jabra. As you can see, there is many companies which trust us. We are the biggest producer of headsets and the speakerphones in the world. And majority of companies are using Jabra as a company standard. And I hope that you belong to them as well, or you will soon. Our company is based in Denmark, in Belarus, close to Copenhagen. We are 156 years old already, and so we are quite old company. We have over 7,000 employees. We are covering not only B2B part, but we have as well a gaming part. We have a part of the military. The biggest division is the division with the hearing aid. So we are really the company who is covering almost all segments in the audio. And what is important, we are investing a lot in development. 10% of the profit, revenue, not profit, is where? Is going into the development of the new products. So we are trying to keep still the new products and be really the pioneers in the audio world. So, I will just briefly go through our portfolio. As you can see, this is our video portfolio. We are in the video business for 6 years already, and just this year we introduced a brand new product called Paracast 40 VBS. I will talk a little bit later about it. We introduced it on ISC, and it will be available in the summer. Another part of our portfolio are, of course, the headset. Here, the most popular series, the Evolve 2 series. These are the products for the, let's say, office workers. If you are interested to see the models, just visit our booth. We have all the products there. Another range of the product, the headset, is the Engage series. This is a more, let's say, contact center oriented headset, but I'm using them as well. For example, at home, because I'm not listening to music, I'm almost all the day on the calls when I'm at home. And these headsets are really perfect for calls. They are lightweight. The biggest difference between the Evolve and the Engage series is that the Engage series is not based on Bluetooth. Engage series is based on DECT. The range of the DECT headset is up to 150 meters, so I can use them. And when I have courier arrive, I have to go outside my house, around the garage, I'm still connected to the call. With Bluetooth, if I will close one door, I will be disconnected. Yeah, so this is for me the by far biggest advantage of DECT. As well, the density of the DECT headset is much higher than with the Bluetooth. You can have 5 times more devices in the same room compared to Bluetooth. Of course, there is much less interferences like from microwaves or other Bluetooth devices. And it's as well much more secure because it has 256 bits encryption, so it's safe enough for military and so on. So it really depends on your needs, what you will choose. But if you are looking for something what has better range than the Bluetooth device, I recommend the Engage series. We as well have a Speak 2 series, so our conferencing devices. I think like 2 or 3 years ago, we introduced these new models. Plus we have as well the Peripheral series. So these are the headsets for frontline workers, or shift workers, or the people in the warehouse and so on. We are usually not focusing a lot on this solution, but I just want to mention that as well we have this solution in our portfolio. Regarding the news in the audio, I will start about the voice in the AI world. From our perspective, the voice is really important. Now, as you can see, people are busy but not productive. I don't know about you, I am getting hundreds of emails every day, and I don't feel productive just replying to the emails. Sometimes It's just corporate shit, sorry. And the things around. And I'm not really doing my work, but I have to do many things, and I'm busy but not productive. AI can help you a lot with it. It's doing nice summaries, it can reply automatically to some crazy emails, create Word, PowerPoint presentation instead of me. But, of course, you can communicate with AI and write to AI, but you can speak to them. And if you will speak, it's usually much faster than if you write. Yeah, probably many of you can write with 10 fingers, but still if you are speaking, it's much faster, right? So from that perspective, if you're communicating with the AI by your voice, it's better. And why is it important to use a proper headset? Because if you will not use a proper headset, then the AI will not understand you, and then you will not get from the AI what you need. So if you use consumer headset and not everything is understood correctly, you will not get what you need. So you really need a headset which will give you all the advantages of the AI. And if you compare, for example, the most popular and really good product from consumer like AirPods, in noisy environments, if there is a 30% rate of the mistakes, the results you will get are useless. So that's really important to use a headset if you want to try to communicate with the AI by your voice. Another thing is our video products. Jabra AI 50 was the first video bar certified by Microsoft as an intelligent speaker. And if you are using, for example, Teams, now the usage of AI on the meetings is really nice because it can do all the transcriptions and stuff like this. It can recognize the speaker, and then after the meeting, the summaries and stuff like this are much better if you have correct device as well. So this is why we believe that AI will be even better with correct voice recognition. And now one video about one, let's say, very niche product, hopefully from our portfolio, but a brand new one. So this is our new headset, the very cheapest one we probably ever had. So for the companies who are really looking for budget option, we have a headset which can fight with some no-name brands in the market. There are some things from our perspective quite important missing, like there is no certification, for example, for Microsoft Teams. There is no device management, and many other things compared to headsets we have, but still it's a Jabra quality with quite good microphone. So if your company is trying to save some budget, or you want to equip, I don't know, many people with at least something, this is the option. Another thing I want to mention is the thing we updated last year, is the very old headset we have in our portfolio called Evo 65. So it's from the first generation, so it's like 10 years old model. Now we have a TE version, which means the third edition. The main reason, of course, for the change was, as well as for many other headsets, that we have to switch from micro USB to USB-C because of the European Union regulation. So if you are interested, we still have, or it's your company standard, we still have these as third edition product. Here are some changes compared to the second edition. We as well add some more sustainable materials and so on. They look a little bit different. Now it's all black, but in reality it's the same headset, just with different charging port. As well, what we did, and I think it's done already, all of these, are that all the headsets right now which are corded in the portfolio, You don't have to think about USB-C or USB-A. All of them are USB-C with USB-A adapter on the cable. So we reduce the list of the part numbers to half, and you don't have to think about it and just buy the models you want, and you don't have to think about the version. So if somebody was sleeping, now it's not sleeping anymore. So in this video you saw the P17 model. This is from the P series I mentioned earlier. This is quite interesting model with a brand new approach, and it's, as mentioned before, for frontline workers or the shift workers in the companies. And the nice thing is that, of course, it has all the things you know from Jabra, including the really perfect noise cancelling microphone, because this line is coming from the brand called Blue Parrot. We are still keeping this brand in the US, where we acquired it, I think, in 2017. But the biggest advantage of this brand was already great noise cancelling microphones. So it's cancelling 99% of the noise around you, so you can really work in a crazy loud environment that the people on the other side will still hear you. But what is interesting on this is that you can save a lot of money, because the user will have just his boom arm module, or the overheat or around the head, and the battery and the module itself, they can share together. They can put it in the charging bay. The battery are hot swappables, so they just have their one personal thing, and the other things they can share between each other, shift after shift. So if you are looking for something like this, just think about us as well. Regarding news and collaboration, so collaboration for us means mostly the Speak 2 series. There is one new function for Speak 275, which I will show you just now in a very short video.
Linking to another Jabra device. Device is linked.
So this is a function we add, I think in January. We have a firmware update, of course, free of charge for the Speak 2 series. So you are already easily able to connect two devices together. And let's say the optimum or maximum amount for one device is like 8 people around. So if you connect two devices, then it can be used by 16 people, so you can extend the range in the meeting room, or you can use them as a stereo speaker. It's really working flawlessly. You really put just 10 speak together, click the buttons, and it's connected. It's really super easy. Another thing, which is more funny from my point, when we introduced the speaks, there were two ports, the USB-C and the adapter from USB-C to USB-A. Because of the European Union, we have to add one more adapter, USB-C female to USB-C female. I don't think that somebody ever will use it, because if you have a cable with USB-C, you will just simply plug it to your computer or whatever to charge it. But the regulation is that if the device has a battery, it has to have USB-C female charging port. So instead of completely redesigning of the product, we decided to put this small adapter to the device. If you want to see these crazy concepts, we have it on the bootleg. You can check it. Some things are good, which are coming from European Union. This one, well, I'm not sure if this was needed. The cable is included in the device if you really need the USB-C female port. But this is small change, so any products delivered from 1st of January has this adapter. The news in the video. So I will go very briefly through the portfolio. So here you can see the Panacast 50 series. We have a BIOD device. We have the room system based on Windows with Lenovo Compute Unit, and we have a so-called VBS, video bar system, based on Android, where the Compute Unit is inside the device, so it's a little bit longer, and the touchpad is connected via Ethernet, via POI. The POI adapter is included in the packaging, so this is the series. And the news there are, let's say, more on the software side, because as you can see, we are adding more and more functions with every, we call it value pack, but from my perspective, it's firmware update. So you can see that we add a few things in July and as well this year in January. In January, we put the support for ALS. So if there are people with the hearing aid in your company, you can just connect the receiver directly to Panacast, and then they hear everything from the device. Some people think that it's quite useless. On the other side, you will be surprised how many people are using the hearing aid devices. We know it because our biggest division is selling it. So it's really a huge one now business, and you don't even find these that people are using the hearing aid because it's almost invisible. So this is quite unique, and nobody else in the market has it. And as you can see in previous years, we add many other things, and I will just briefly go through the things. So, like in Value Pack 2, we add something we call IntelliFrame, or a single stream dynamic composition. So just in one stream, you get the 4 people from the meeting room, and they are framed, and the 4 last active speakers are visible like this. In previous Value Pack, we add something called multi-stream dynamic composition. So there you have 2 less speaking persons, and whole meeting room with the panoramic camera. You can switch the automatic zoom on the panoramic camera, or you can use still the 180 degree. And this brings much better, how to say it, that the people are more equal. Because if the people are connected remotely, they get this size of the screen. If they were connected before from the meeting room, there was 20 people on something like this. First version was that there was 4 people like this, and now the people from the meeting room have the same size window like the people connected remotely. They will often use the meeting rooms because they will feel that they are the same important like the people connected remotely. So this is really to make the people equal. Doesn't matter if they connect from their computer or from small or bigger meeting room. Another thing, this is a nice video. This is exactly how it looks like. So here you can see the room, and these are our 2 colleagues speaking together. Function I want to show here is as well, which is really nice if you are working in a big company and you don't know all your colleagues, that you can recognize your colleague. In Microsoft Teams, if they do the face scan, then before they say something, you will see their names here. And it's much better to speak with somebody and hey Jared, and not hey the old guy there, right? So I really prefer it because, as mentioned, we have 7,000 colleagues in the company and I really don't know all of them. Another thing is that of course it has as well voice recognition, if you put the voice profile there, and then you will see that what say Jared, what said the second colleague, and it's not written in the transcription, meeting room, Temeshwara said. It's exactly connected to the person who said it. So the transcription, then you will see who say what. And here it is exactly what you will see after the meeting. When who was speaking, you can go directly to it and really check it. Even if they are in the one meeting room. And as well, this can help you a lot. For example, you are live for the meeting or you are just watching recording and you want to find out, I don't care about anybody, only my boss there or I don't know, somebody. And you ask Copilot, what did Jakob say during the meeting? And Copilot does summary only what my boss said. So I can be ready, done in 5 minutes instead of watching whole presentation or whole recording. If you are not using Microsoft, but you are using Zoom, Zoom has not 3 separate streams, but 6 separate streams. So you will see whole room and 5 less speaking persons. Yeah, so it really depends on the platform, not on us. Yeah, for example, on the VBS, on the video file system, we are able to support up to 24 separate video streams. Then the platform choose what you will see, or if you can choose it, but this is on their side, the decision how many streams they use. Yeah, so if you are using Zoom, you can have 6 separate streams right now from one device. And now a short video regarding exactly the PBS. So VBS is not new product, it's on the market from September 2023, if I'm correct. So it will be 2 years already. But I think this was like really big change for the market when we came with Panacast. As you can see, we are really still adding new and new features for free to the device. When Microsoft launched something, the same day we did a firmware update and it's available. Before, the normal version was that what you buy, you get. And if there was something new added, you have to buy a new product to get the features. So this is our approach. So we are trying to deliver really future-proof devices. Regarding these devices, you can choose, of course, if you want to have a big one for Zoom or for Microsoft Teams. From the Repack one, you are able as well to use it as a BIOD device, so you can connect directly your computer. And from last year, I think Q4, we are as well offering this as just a video bar only option, because you can control it, for example, directly from the Samsung Flip or any kind of touch panel, so you don't even need our touch unit. And in one of the updates, we add the Wi-Fi possibility. So if you have the device, like, just imagine that you have a touch screen on the wheels and our device below it. The only thing you will need is an electricity. So you will find just an outlet and put it in electricity and it will work. So if you have more rooms or some flexible options, then you are not, you don't simply need the Ethernet connection because it can work wirelessly. So as you can see, we add the Wi-Fi in the VP3, plus some other options like intelligent meeting space. So if you, for example, have a room with many glasses or then the camera will not recognize if the person is inside the room or outside the room. So if there was automatic zoom, it was zooming even on the people which are outside. Now you can just put the, so say, virtual boundary, and anybody will be outside of this boundary will not be taken as a person in the meeting, and never will never focus on this person. We as well add this support for ALS, but the most important thing probably is on the top. It's called MDEP, and this is Microsoft Device Ecosystem Platform. MDEP is Microsoft version of Android, let's say this way. So Microsoft this year in January launched MDEP. Since that, never any new device which is not supporting MDEP will be not certified by Microsoft for Microsoft Teams. So any Android devices on the market which should be launched should have these, otherwise it will not get the Microsoft Teams certification. And the VBS was the first video bar, because when we was launching this product 1.5 years ago, we were already aware of it. We prepared the product to MDEP, so now you can choose between our Android and Microsoft Android. Microsoft what is trying, they are trying to deliver exactly the same experience for the users on Windows and on Android, so the user will not recognize if it's Android or Microsoft device. Yeah, so that's the plan for Microsoft, hopefully it will come soon. And the last product I will talk about is the Panacast 40 VBS. This device is for, we call it usually focus rooms, so for small meeting rooms. There is many small focus room or huddle rooms, and majority of them is not equipped by the video device. But we know that majority of the meetings nowadays is at least partially online. Like 80% of the meetings is remote. So we think that it's very important to equip these small meeting rooms with proper device. As you can see from statistics, just 3% out of these 33 millions is now equipped with conferencing video technology. And here you will see the video about the new product. So this is Panacast 40 DBS. So let's say our solution for the smaller rooms with very nice price tag. As you can see, it's the MSRP price, or the recommended price, not the price you will get from AW. Is €1,500, and this is by what we know at least now. This is the cheapest Android-based video bar on the market. Even some, I don't want to name the brands from China, are more expensive than we are. And of course they don't have such nice features like we do, and the intelligence, which I will speak about right now. We changed a little bit architecture of the product compared to the Panacast 50. There are just two cameras, not three, but they are still able to stitch the image together, and you still get 180-degree field of view. There is one speaker and 6 beam-performing microphones. As our pre-sales teams tell us, because I've seen only the samples and I don't test it yet, it's more than enough for the small rooms. It's really good enough even for the bigger rooms. Why we need still 6 microphones in it? Because we are using the microphone as well to track the person who is speaking. And the bigger version has 8 microphones. So based to this, we are able to track the person who is speaking and focus on the person. Difference between Panakas 50 and 40 is as well the focus distance, which is 40 centimeters compared to 80. The reason for it, as was on the picture before, that these small rooms are usually really small. It's like 2 on 2 square meters, right? So it's really small. People are sitting around a small table, and with a stand-up, well, normal situation without any video is that they have one laptop and all of them are looking in the one laptop, right? If you will equip it with a camera, with a standard 90, 120 field of view, it will take only the person in front. With this device, if the 3 people will be sitting at such a small table like this, still everybody will be there. So this is a really perfect solution for such a small meeting room. One, let's say, difference compared to the bigger set, the bigger device, is that it's not supporting 2 screens, but just one. But honestly, in such a small meeting room, nobody is using 2 screens, right? So this is not a big difference for such a scenario. Here you can see the stand, which is already on the market because it's a little bit higher and it's as well compatible with the Panakas 50. We created a new touch controller, but what is really nice, and I think it's very useful for the IT department, is the new packaging. If you open it, you of course see the device, the touchpad, but this is not the important thing or the interesting one. Interesting one is if you will open it from the back, you can plug all the cables and pre-install it in the package. So if you are doing, I don't know, installation to 20 rooms, you don't have to unpack everything, install it, pack again, and send it. You can keep it in the box, pre-install it, just for, I don't know, room number 1, and send it. So for me, as I'm the IT guy, it's not a big deal, but my colleague said that if you are in 50 rooms, it's a big difference. So here are the price tags for it. So if it's with the touch, of course, connected via IP, it's 2,200. Just the VBS alone you can buy for 1,500, and the Jabra IP, so the touch panel, is for €700. And here are the important things regarding it. What is as well, of course, important, of course, it's supporting MDEP, which I mentioned before, and it has as well the dynamic BIOD mode. So if the users now, for example, want to use it as a standard video bar, they can use it as a video bar, but if the company decides, for example, in the future to fully deploy the rooms, it will be prepared. So with such a price tag, I think it's really very nice and interesting device. I think it was mentioned in the video of the Panakas 50 VBS. So we created new software for the management of the video rooms, because to be honest, our previous version of the software was more for the audio products, and we know that the demand on the video products inflation is completely different. So we created a really nice software for management and provisioning of the meeting rooms. If you will be interested, our sales team can of course show it how it works. We don't create how we think it should work. We create it by asking our customers. So really more than 100 customers from the worldwide big companies was helping us to develop it. So we hope that you will find all the things you are looking for in this Jabra Plus software. And my very few last things, I just want to mention that we are running a promotion that the first meeting room you can equip for half price. So if you will be interested in our devices, just contact the W and they will give you a really attractive price offer. And as well, if you want to see all the features I was speaking about, but there was not seen what we have, you can join us on our booth at 1:30. One of you will win this Evolve to 40, and our pre-sale guy from Warsaw Experience Center will show you the device, how it works. Because you know the presentation is one thing, but if you will see it, how it works, you will really feel the difference. The difference is not for the people in the meeting room, the much bigger difference is for the people on the other side. If you will compare the experience, if you will be connected to one computer or really nice device like this with all these features, it's really a huge change for the people connected from other side to the meeting. And my very last slide are the local context. If you will be interested in more information or you want to try our devices, because we know that if you will try it, you can test it by yourself in your environment, see if it's working. That this is much more important than to just check it on the web page. You can contact Florin from Etatu or my colleague Danzima, which is responsible for large enterprise here in the region. I believe the majority of you already know him. So just keep in mind that we have local guys here which are ready to support you. That's everything from my side. Thank you very much. And if you want, please join us on our booth where we can show you our products. Thank you.